It is again my proud privilege to introduce the leaders, speakers of this international leadership camp. DXN has produced many tall leaders, tall networkers, tall entrepreneurs from many walks of life. The very purpose of giving their brief introduction about their past and present is to give you a clear-cut picture of the people from different walks of life, different profession, different trade, different job, how they have become successful in this industry if they are serious to do. One of the such persons who are attracted to this industry, who is a professional networker, though he is a original doctor and a motivational speaker, he is one of the wonderful speakers in our DXN higher level of training in India. Here is our good friend Dr. J.S. Parwana going to talk to you, not on health, going to talk to you, not on medicine, going to talk to you a wonderful topic on networking, role and importance of dreams in network marketing.
Good morning, DXN. Good morning. Yeah, that's great. We have been talking, we have been hearing, we have been listening. DXN number one. But are we really dreaming to do it? Yes. If you want to see DXN as number one in the world, first you got to make yourself a number one networker in your areas. If you become number one networkers in your respective areas, DXN automatically becomes number one in the world. Nothing can stop it. But you got to have a dream. You got to have a big dream. Without dreams, nothing is possible. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. One very famous person, Walt Disney, everybody knows. A famous person, Disneyland, a famous place in USA. In the 60s, 1960s, Disneyland was not there. Walt Disney, someday while he was driving, he noticed a stretch of wasteland and something started happening in his mind. He started visualizing certain things. He dreamt of something. He started the constructions of Disneyland. It took 5 years, but Walt Disney was no more to see the inauguration. When the inauguration took place, one of his old friends asked Walt Disney's nephew, I wish Walt Disney was alive today to see this thing, to see Disneyland. His nephew replied, he saw it. That's why Disneyland is here today. If he hadn't seen it, Disneyland would not have been there. It's not necessary that you will achieve everything that you dream of. People have many dreams, but it's not necessary that all the dreams will come true. But this is certainly true that you will not achieve anything until you dream of it first. In the 1930s, there was a very poor child, small boy, a sick child, weak legs, but he had a dream to become a track athlete. The facts were against him. Health was against him. Financial resources were against him. But he had the dream. He had the dream to become a great track athlete. He tried, he practiced, he persevered, he bore the pain, and ultimately he did become the greatest track athlete of the last century, Mr. Jesse Owens. The facts were against him, but he had a big dream. If the dream is big enough, the facts do not count. It's the dream that's important. As the professor said, I came into DXN because of a health problem. Till 4 years ago, the facts were against me. Till 4 years ago, I could never think that on 22nd of December 2005, I'll be speaking in LN. I could never think. The facts were against me. I was more or less a cripple. I was suffering from a problem called rheumatoid arthritis, all painful joints, hands, arms, fingers, legs, toes, everything. Till 4 years ago, to climb to such a place, I needed somebody's help. That kind of life. But thanks to DXN. I'll just read out a few lines. It's the DXN Newsletter India, June 2003. My problem, rheumatoid arthritis, that got me interested in DXN because I was suffering from rheumatoid arthritis for the last about 5 years. I had tried various medicines, allopathic, homeopathic as well as Ayurvedic, but of no avail. I was living a painful life, physically as well as mentally. Why mentally? Because I had big dreams, but the facts were against me. The health problem was not allowing me to do what I wanted. The visions of being an arthritic cripple used to make me depressed, and I used to spend sleepless nights. Yet, the important thing is, yet I never allowed this handicap to deter me from pursuing my dreams. If the dream is big enough, the facts do not count. And today, I don't have that problem. Arthritic person going on long drives. Just because of this wonderful product, the health became okay. But then, the dream was there. One has to struggle. One has to work hard. It doesn't come easy. One has to do many things. Once you decide to do a thing, once you create a clear mental picture of what you want in life, you become more positive. You become more motivated, and you become more determined to make it a reality. No matter what the facts are. No matter what the problems are. Once you have a clear picture of what you want. Because some great person has said, Success is the progressive realization of a worthwhile dream. Progressive realization, not the immediate realization. You got to slog. You got to work hard. You got to face many hardships. And this, after the health problem became okay, then I realized the potential of DXN opportunity in fulfilling my dreams. One of my long cherished dreams is to run a completely free charitable hospital. I had no doubt in my mind that I had the DXN vehicle to drive me to the dreamland, to my dreamland. But I knew fully well that I'll have to be firmly in the driver's seat. I'll have to do the hard work because it's my dream. Not depend on others. Well, if help comes for such a project, it's welcome. But it was my dream. So I knew I had to do the hard work. So with that dream in mind, once the health problem was okay, started working on this dream. And I hope you will agree with me. To do some charity work, to run some charitable organization, to run some charitable hospital, can it be done without money? It can't be done without money. Money is required. But if money comes by good means, if money comes by helping others to help themselves, what could be a better way? And that's what I found in DXN. With that dream in mind, with that goal in mind, I established this charitable trust, Shraddhanjali Charitable Trust, 3 years ago. But I knew it will not be possible without money. And DXN, a wonderful way to earn money by doing good work. I sponsored Shraddhanjali Charitable Trust as a DXN member. Two years ago, I worked hard, didn't depend on others, worked hard to help others to develop Shraddhanjali Charitable Trust. And last month, Shraddhanjali Charitable Trust became a Star Diamond. Now I'm sure with the income of Shraddhanjali Charitable Trust as Diamond, the hospital will keep on running even if I'm not around in the world. But how it could happen? Because the dream. Because of the big dream. Because of the apparently impossible looking dream. But if the dream is big enough, the facts do not count. When you decide on a dream, when you decide to achieve it, when you are committed to it, your mind finds ways to do it. God shows many paths. Helps start coming. As Mr. Howe just said, pray and your wishes will be granted. But you have to, first of all, decide. You have to be very clear. You have to be very specific what you want. As rightly said by Mr. Edgar Howe, you got to be very specific and very clear what you want. You have to make a decision what you want, and more important than that is when you want it. You got to put it down in writing, and you got to put a date to it. Put a date to it, a deadline. Because if there's no deadline, it thinks, okay, I'll do it, it'll be done. But when there's a deadline, you have no alternative except to achieve it. An actor by the name of Jim Carrey many years ago, about 20 years ago. He had a dream to become a big actor, a famous actor. But he was not finding the ways to reach that level. He was getting frustrated. He was getting disappointed. He had a dream, but it was not written down and there was no date. Once he also read this thing, that you got to put a date to it. Then he took action. He wrote a check to himself in 1986. He wrote a check to himself, pay Mr. Jim Carrey $10 million and put a certain date in 1996. 10 years later. He wrote a check to himself, put a date on it 10 years later and put that check in front of his bed. He used to see it every morning, every night. Initially, for a month or so, nothing happened. He used to see it and then go to sleep. But after about a month, then something started happening inside. He realized that by just looking at it, I am not going to achieve my dreams. Something will have to be done. He started working hard. He started learning acting. He started learning the dialogue deliveries. He attended some schools and gradually he started graduating in the acting. He started getting some bigger roles in the movies and gradually he started developing. And in 1996, in the same month, the date which he had put on the check, in the same month, he was given a role of a lead actor for which he was paid an advance money of $10 million. He had written that check 10 years ago, written that check to himself and had put a date to it, and it was achieved. It was a written down goal with a deadline. Some people say he was lucky. No, it was not luck. It was hard work. He slogged. He learned. He attended many classes and then he achieved it. You got to work hard. But you'll work hard only if your dream is strong enough. And if you are committed, if you are determined to achieve it. Some people just have wishes. I wish I had that. I wish I had a big house. I wish I had a big car. I wish I had a good career. Only wishes, no action. Without action, your wishes remains just wishes. But when it's a dream, then you act. When it's a strong dream, then you act. And when you act, you realize and you achieve your dreams. You achieve your dreams by the date you put, by the date you decide. Decision is very important, as Mr. Howe said. You got to decide how you want to be successful, why you want to be successful, when you want to be successful. Once you write down your dreams, you got to visualize them. You got to visualize yourself, what you will be when your dream is achieved. You got to visualize it. With visualization, certain things start happening. Your mind starts working towards achieving it. Many impossible things happen. Apparently, seemingly impossible, but they happen. If you visualize your dreams. Now, as far as network marketing is concerned, Robert Kiyosaki said about it, the most successful people in the world, they build networks. Everyone else looks for work. And the most important ingredient to build a big and a successful and a paying network business is dream. That's the most important ingredient, because in network marketing business there is no investment, there is no boss, no fear of loss, you don't have any office, you don't have to attend to any duties. And when you come into network marketing, in network business, you talk to people, people laugh at you, people ridicule you, so many hurdles are put in the way. It's just your dream that keeps you going. That's your only treasure which keeps you going. No returns. In the beginning, you don't see any returns. There's every chance one feels frustrated, one feels depressed, one talks to so many people, one shows plans, but no returns. It's a dream. It's dream, and of course the knowledge of network business. If you have the knowledge of the network business which you have learnt today and yesterday from professor and other wonderful speakers, you have the knowledge and you have the dream, network marketing business can give you whatever you want. But dream is important. You don't see any returns. In the beginning you don't see any returns. It's your dream that keeps you motivated, that keeps your morale high. And in one of such teaching sessions, I had once learned, which gave me the motivation. It gave me put the fuel to my dream. I heard from a great speaker the Chinese bamboo story. There is something called Chinese bamboo, the bamboo tree. When the Chinese bamboo tree is planted and the person who looks after the plant, after about 6 weeks it starts growing. In a period of 6 months, the Chinese bamboo grows to a height of 6 inches, 30 centimeters, 15 centimeters, and it stops growing after 6 months. But the gardener, the person who is looking after the plant, keeps on watering it, keeps on digging, keeps on putting manure, keeps on taking full care, all the care with love. For 5 years, there is no growth. It remains 15 centimeters. There is no growth, but he is attending to it, doing his hard work, doing his homework. In the beginning of the 6th year, that Chinese bamboo starts growing. And in a period of 6 weeks, it grows to a height of 100 feet. Network marketing business is like that. In the beginning, you are working hard, you are going from person to person, you are showing plans, but you get small checks, $5, $4, $10. People laugh at you. You are working hard for $5. You are doing so much for just $6, $7. But you must realize, you must put it in your mind, but you keep on doing it. During that time, you are growing your roots. Roots are going deeper and deeper and stronger and stronger. And when the right time comes, it flourishes. It goes like boom, and you don't know from where the checks start coming, where your business reaches. But it will happen only if you stick to your dream. You got to work. You got to realize whatever the facts are. Don't get bothered by them. Don't get bogged down by them. Nurture your dreams. Work on your dreams and you will achieve whatever you want in life. O.J. Simpson, a very famous person. O.J. Simpson. Once O.J. Simpson wrote in his book, the day you take complete responsibility for your life, the day you take complete responsibility for your life, the day you stop making any excuses, that is the day you start to the top. It's your life. You got to take responsibility. And keep your dreams alive, because it's your dreams which will take you to the top. It will take you to any level, any successful level, any heights you want to achieve. But you got to take the responsibility. Don't expect it from others. And then the beauty of network marketing is to reach that, and the beauty of DXN especially, to reach that level, to achieve those heights. Keep your dreams alive and help sufficient people to achieve their dreams, and your dreams will automatically come true. Best of luck, all of you, and I wish all of you become crowned. And DXN will be number one. Good morning.